What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me again for another video. On my way to work right now, going to use the Fantasy Factory. Just gonna go use an old garage at my job to perform this next mod. You guys give me a second here. I'll take off this backpack. So there's this little garage at work I've been meaning to use to do some installs and stuff, and I think I'm gonna do that today. I have the last missing piece of my rear Winpower taillights, and that is the fog lights. Now, from what I can tell, it's the fog lights are on both sides, on both taillights, which is gonna make it kind of unique for those taillights, because the OEM Euro LEDs only have fog lights on one side. So I have to figure out how to do the fog light to turn on both sides, and I'm gonna show you that today. I'm not going to show you the wiring 100%, you know, running it back up to the top, because that's simple. I'll just give you sort of an overview of what it's supposed to be like, but I am going to show you how to wire that second fog light, and we'll figure it out together, because, you know, like I said before, I'm figuring these things out myself, and I got to show you guys. So thank you for joining. For those new guys that just subscribed, I'm getting close to, but probably by the time this video comes out, a little bit over 400 subscribers, so thank you very much. At the 500 subscriber mark, I am going to do a small giveaway, because I did get a few things from ShopDab that I might not be using, so I'm gonna give those away. It's probably gonna be 2 winners, and it's gonna be little goodie bags or whatnot. So once we get closer to the 500 subscriber mark, I'll figure out the contest that we're gonna do to give away these things. So I'd like to give back what I can. Obviously my channel's not huge, so I can only give back so much. Yeah, so let's get to driving and go and install this mod. So that over there is the mystery garage. I was not able to get in it, but I still wanted to show you guys pretty much how I did this. So these are the instructions right here. Reason why I'm showing you is because they can be pretty confusing. There are 2 pins. One is a male, one is a female. The female side is going to go up to the inner tail light, which is this one here, and it's going to go into pin number 5 on the connector that goes into the headlight assembly. And then the other one is pin number 4. Now this one was tricky because it goes on the outer portion of the big connector that plugs into your original harness. So this does not go on the original harness that comes from the car, but on the actual ShopDab harness itself. So pretty much, if you want to take a look back here, it's gonna be pretty tricky, but if you want to take a look back here, you don't want to install on, you don't want to install it on the top of this. You want to install it on the inner portion of this, which is this right here, and it's gonna go into pin number 4 down here, and then you're gonna run it all the way up through here, back, looped in through here. And it's gonna go into the inner portion, the inner connector, right in here, into pin number 5. And the next step to this is pretty much just to go into the Central Electrics, go to coding byte 4, and check the box that says light switch or rear fog lights, and then do these loose adaptations. Now, if yours doesn't work, it probably won't work on mine on 26. I'm probably gonna have to do 27, but I'm gonna do 26 just to try it out, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. But pretty much there are just 3 adaptations to change: the last zip, the link function A, and the dim work AB. And then obviously you set your brightness however you like. I think ever since working on this car, I've learned to speak German, I swear to you, and the only things I know how to say is Lassip and Lauscht. That's a fail. Turns out this thing is dead, so I'm gonna have to charge it up, and I'll be back in a second.
Day 2.
So last night I couldn't install the rest of the tail lights. I couldn't get them working because I don't have access to that byte MK7 bit 4 that I'm supposed to edit. I think it's got something to do with me having an MY17 car, but it is the next day, as you probably heard from SpongeBob. My boy Sammy's here. We're gonna do some work on some cars, but before I even get into all that, I do want to finish the fog lights. I managed to get them to work without needing the coating, with just the wires that were provided. So I'm actually gonna run a wire to the other side to get both fog lights working, because unlike the Euro ones, I actually have 2 fog lights, one on each side. So I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a second, but first, some Dunkin'. So Sammy doesn't have a backup camera in his car, so for him it's really weird to reverse.
I have to put my hand over the seat.
It's weird, man. It's a bad habit, but once you have a backup camera, like, you don't even freaking look back anymore. It's terrible. So he's gonna test out my car, the new tune. He hasn't seen it yet the entire time. I've been running it for what, like a month, right? Month and a half or so. Starting to get a little bit of scary. I've never had a car that was this powerful before. Sammy doesn't like to yield to pedestrians.
Okay.
Sammy, so what are your first impressions of the new tune?
Drives good, but that in third gear, I kept getting in third gear instead of first.
Shift the problems. Alright, so this is what we pretty much just figured out that we can do. Besides the coating, you can actually, this blue wire here that's coming out of the light, it's supposed to be the fog light. It's supposed to be connected to this other blue wire, which makes it work with the switch up front. But if you connect the blue wire to the extra green wire, it makes it run with the daylight running lights. So your fog lights will pretty much be on all the time. I'll show you guys how to do that. How that looks real quick. See, now on this side, the fog light is on. See over here, there isn't any. Now the funny thing about this one is I was gonna run a wire across, but there's no like blue wire coming out of this one, so I'm not sure. But for now, we're pretty much just gonna leave this one running the entire time with the daylight running lights. We're just gonna make it simple. But thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Peace out.